Technology was having its way on was having its own with me. I apologize about the delay. I'll be very quick. Good morning or good day, good evening, or whatever it is. I apologize about this. My name is Cecil Atamato. Am I audible? Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, apologies about this. As you are aware that we are in the process of handover of our company CMC 01 to the committees. There are some things that we have been doing that we are hoping that when we hand over, we can hand over the whole thing with the full system, and then some of the things or some of the full system, including the SMMEs. You must remember that we are not in government. We are not going to use the tender-based method. We are not interested in such things. So our system that we are using is a seeding system. The seeding system is meant to guarantee a certain amount of people or a certain amount of people or companies' works. And then what we found strange was, or what we found difficult, or I apologize about this, I'm not in my element. What we found disturbing was most of the contract in terms of tenders or ETC, you'll find that they give one company or two companies 30 houses or 20 houses. So those houses or those tenders, they never really do any difference to the SMMEs. So we are hoping that if we concentrate all our resources into single individuals or single SMMEs, we'll be able to get those SMMEs to a certain level in terms of also hoping that we can also make their owners money-wise or millionaires hoping. So our system, because I will no longer be in charge of CMC, one of the things that we are doing is that I want to make sure that I leave having explained the system and to make sure that when I leave, nobody tamper with the system. You must remember that once I hand over to the new group, I will no longer have authority over CMC or what will be happening within the company. That means whoever is in charge can change the system, unless when I do hand over, I hand over with the full system. Apologies, just give me a sec. So when we are talking about the system, I know that some people are talking about Chilizi. They've been asking in relation to Chilizi. Chilizi consortium is made up. I've realized that we haven't really explained Chilizi to those people who are new or who don't know anything about us. Chilizi is an amalgamation of lots of companies. There are about 29 or 32 at the moment, I think. 32 to 35. Ravella is in a better position. Ravella is in a better position to explain things. But what Chilizi Consortium is, it's groups of like engineers, civil engineers, a group of accountants, a group of electrical engineers, a group of EIAs, a group of geologists, a group of construction companies, a group of housing companies. So it's many different a group of quantity surveyors. So there are different many companies. When we are together, we trade in as Chilizi. My company as a group, we are the administrator of Chilizi. So we can only do admin. The rest of things we don't do. The rest of the things are Boravele. They are responsible for it. So they are the ones that are leading the teams for the for the studies. But in the meantime, there are things that when I make agreement with what Chilizi Consortium was that I made some provisions so that we can share everything with the communities or the nearest communities in terms of the SMMEs. And then also we realized one of the things that are happening is that most of the contract, when you look at the government-based system, they're always going to comrades, they're always going to the same people, and then it never really benefits people. So our system, we're looking at people who were benefiting us or who were working with us or who were working with us throughout the past 4 years. So all in all, everybody who's within the system is in the system because they deserve it. Some of them are within the system because they assisted us build in the system. We call it, can we go to, oh, sorry. Can we go to page 3, please, on the Proudly African Brand member principles? I cannot see this. Renganunu, can you share the screen, please? Yes, can you please go to page 3? Okay, it's a SMME plugin system for CMC 01. There are 50 companies that we are giving to Chilize as part of the development of the whole village. And then those 50 companies will be the ones that are some of the system providers that somehow will be working within the development. We must understand that I can do some certain guarantees, like I can only guarantee residential, I cannot guarantee commercial district. Remember that we are still new in this, I'm still learning, we are all still learning, and it's important that we are truthful to each other. What I've done is that we put the SMME plugin is that those are the only companies that are related to Hamolepo that can trade in within our system. That means the people with money take the money, give it to these companies that will be part of the plugin. Those companies are the ones that are responsible for the application and the implication of the CMC way, including the Proudly African Brand Principle. You remember Proudly African Brand Principles? Well, we all know them. I'll talk about them later, but some of the rules that we've been talking about, like 60% employment, of the 60% or whatever percentage of people that are hired, 80% must be women. Looking at the families that don't have single household parent families that are known by the. So those are some of the things that we are still continuing that way. But these companies are the ones that will trade in with Hamolepo. So whoever or those companies that are coming to build that thing, they cannot do anything or replace any of these companies, including the things or the services that they will be offering. Let's start at the top. So these companies, there are 50 companies. Of the 50 companies, 30 of them are from Hamolepo or Hamolepo related. Okay. So a star means they are from Hamolepo. 2 stars means companies from Batokolo Hamolepo or from grandchildren or from Hamolepo, and they are all still staying there. I've realized that Mr. Nganunu, can you please switch on the video? Let everybody see you.
Yes, sir. I can hear.
Please switch on the video. I want people to see you.
Okay, now I'm doing that now.
Okay.
Can anyone see me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
That is Mr. Nganunu. Thank you very much, Mr. Nganunu. Mr. Nganunu has been working very hard for us, almost 3-4 years. He's the one who does most of our visuals or all the website. He's the one who has been going up and down and trying to translate what is in my mind and putting it on paper or on the website or for other people to understand. So he's one of the people who have been working for almost 18 hours with me. So he deserves a big pat at the back. I've realized that one of the things that we have been doing is that I gave him too much work, and sometimes I'm the one who drop balls instead of him. So like right now, I've given him this about 30 minutes ago because I was also doing another meeting. So he wasn't able to put everything in. So we had to do with what we have. So I apologize to him because he's one of the most brilliant young men in South Africa. And I allude anybody who wants to do this website or graphics or stuff like that to use his services, because he's one of the most reliable, not only reliable, he's very good. Number 2, I'll go to explicit suppliers. So I apologize to you, Mr. Nganunu. And then what we did on the original document is that it had a graph where we show this one is who, where they're from, and then what type of services they will be providing, and maybe the prices of what we will be paying. But it's fine. We will go at it like this. Number 1, we have Hosky Group. Hosky Group, it has 1 star. Molepo. The owner ke ausumungwe ba re ke Shokira Mala. Yena o tlo ba direla all the graphics. No, sorry. O tla ba dira, hold on, let me just open the document because now sometimes I talk from my point of view, which get me into trouble. Just give me a second. Oh, yes, they will be doing the interior design. And then number 2 is Kazaka Trading. Kazaka Trading is 2 stars. It is owned by a lady called Peladi Magoro. Are you here? I don't know if I did invite her. But if you are here, please say something. Okay, that means she's not here. She's Mutlokolo. And then there is Bashi Services Mato Yoki I'm registered as a Molepo resident. Remember, I'm from that place. And then Papiki Events is basically Marano and Sons. So that is one of the changes that we had to make. He decided to use a company called Marano and Son Construction. His name is Papiki Mamavolo. He has been one of our greatest supporters. And then we have Zgidi Media. It is owned by a guy called Gideon Mamavolo. He's doing videography. He has been doing for us a lot of work. And then when we go to Hamalap, we know that we can always rely on his services. He's one of the best guys there. Remember, I want to talk about him, one of the things that we are doing at our village, we're doing something called exclusivity. So that means only one person can do certain things. You must remember that when I say videography, that means all the weddings, all the date, one operation, all the date, all the music video, all the weddings, all the things will be done by him. And then we go to number 7 is Prime Steel Media. As Prime Steel Fabricators, they do steel structures. And then and we have Letale Lamatzleng, they're the neighboring village. We have that clinic. It is owned by a lady called Itaba Molepo. And then we have Free Back World. Free Back World is a Gauteng company, but it's owned by Mwanawa Molepo called. He used to be my town planner. He's the one who took me to Hamolepo when I was having problem with the other land. I apologize for some reason. I don't know why why his name is escaping me for some reason. Apologies. Maybe it is good thing. Anyway, and then we have Howling. Oh, the Free Back World. What they also be doing is that there will be all the dustbin in our village. They are the only one who can who will be the services of taking dustbin, cleaning them, and all doing those type of things. That is their work. And then we have Howling Transport and Logistics. They're doing all transportation. We have Makeria Holdings. I apologize if I saying it wrong. It is owned by Makan Ramala. We have Muntsweng Investment. They do query. It is owned by Nicolas or Nicodemus Muntsweng. And then we have Neo Yamusebo. It is owned by Entruli Liputu. And then we have Mukobo Investment. It is owned by Victor Pasha. Victor Pasha is not a resident of Hamolepo, but he's from the neighboring villages. And then we have Triple L Trading Project. We have already decided on what or the service that they will be providing. Unfortunately, on this document is not there, but they all have services that we have already allocated for them. And then we have Mukoba Investment, Triple L, Sijabo Bebe Trading, Gitabo Mutiba. And then we have asked Mushate to give us 5 companies that will be from Mushera that pays their services, do whatever to Mushera, that the family or the royal family, rubber stamp. So those 5 companies, we put space for them. It will be up to them who they put. It's either they put their companies or they put the people who are falling under Molepo. So that's why they are part of the 30 companies. And we have Sihulong Samakhala, Mira Isibe. She's one of our greatest supporters. Even on Sotening, she was there doing her crafts. She's one of the people who displayed even some of the chamber events she does support. So we appreciate that. And then we have Impicheng Lodge. It is owned by a lady called Mariam Sitapelo. And then we have Camp Great North. Then we have Legua Enterprise and Project. I know it is owned by a gentleman called Maboi Molepo. When they are providing us with petroleum. And then we have Molepo EMS. It is owned by a gentleman, he's on Gauteng, but Maboi Molepo. And then we have MM Project Management. what we have given them is that the rights to provide all fire system. That means every house again will have a hose. It will be provided by them. Every house will have fire sprinklers. All the rooms will be provided by them, including all the factories. They are all forced to go through to them. So all these companies are the only ones that will deal or that will be participating when we start all the development. So we expect all these companies to be the one that will be implementing all the laws or all the rules that we have agreed upon, including Employment Equity Act, like that. And I'll go up. I apologize about it. And then we have. I said I'll just be quick. I'll give you an example. Let's go to. I wanted to ask for. We have Katzaga Trading. They are number 2. So what we did is that their plumbing system was the one that we'll be using our home. So that means for every household, we know that 34,000 it goes towards them. So that in the 1,000 homes, that means it's 34 million rand that is going to that person. That means it's concentrated wealth only on one company. So that these people, we can all try to reach a certain bar. I think we are hoping to. It's the same with the paving, it's the same with the tent, the same with the steel structure, the same with the cleaning companies, the same. The civil is I know Mamaila, and then I know Mukovo. They are both registered under civil, but I am the civil guy. My company is civil. That means my corporate or the contracts that I'll be providing within the village, I will be providing with them on an equal base, on an equal footing. So it means our system, what it does, okay, we will go back, okay. Related company, you guys can read that. CMC 01, Popo Chamber of Commerce Industry, provide incubation. Oh yes, what our agreement is also is that all the services that we don't have or all the skills that we don't have, Limpopo Chamber of Commerce Industry will provide skills training, including incubation. So that means all these companies that are in here, any skills that need to be refined in order to meet the quality requirement or standard of us, they can only use Limpopo Chamber of Commerce and Industry to get that skills required into their company.
Hey.
Correct. Thank you. Hey. And then Chili's Consortium will do all these things. Remember that Chili's Consortium, we will all be working under another affiliation, but we will be taking all orders from Chili's Consortium. So that means if we are lucky, unfortunately, I haven't finished the seeding, and then by the time when we change over the ownership of the thing, I don't think I'll be done. So, but I hope that whoever comes can continue and say, yes, we allow, even when Stock and Stocks or Maren Roberts work here, can they use our SMMEs? So I wanted to add these groups, or I hope that they can also get added into the commercial district, which is 109 hectares. Okay. So when we sell housing, for example, for each house that we sell, we take 3,000. We take 3,000 rent. It goes to Hamulab. It's going to develop business to Hamulab. So it means out of 3,000, we know that we are going to do 1,000 homes. That means it's about 3 million rent, something like that. We know that 3 million rent, it is going to business development to Hamulab. But all this money, the business development Hamulab, it's same as Black business development. There's 5,000 that we put together for Black business. For 5,000 doesn't. It is for all Black people excluding Wagamolepo. Wagamolepo more on that 3,000 rent. So because we know that we are going to put 1,000 homes, so we take this 3,000 which goes to 3 million rent. It goes the develop business Wagamolepo, but it doesn't mean the businesses alone. So the business that are in here will not benefit from this empowerment program. This empowerment program is meant to uplift or empower or add fuel to the business delivery they are outside or that are working outside our development, because obviously they cannot generate as much income as you will be generating, or those corporates that are involved will be generating from being part of this. Langwa. Renganu next. Renganu next. I'm not sure if there's next.
No, if a late, sir.
Oh, if a late. But can you please put the proudly African brand principle so that everybody is clear about them. What is going to happen next? No? Is that there are ways that we are building our system. Okay, that means all the SMMEs that are not part of this development or this part of this group, it doesn't mean they will not gain. They will gain. Okay, but what I'm saying is that please bear with me. Sometimes my mind is a bit chikitanai, so I have to calm down a little bit because sometimes my thoughts are faster, or what we do is fast. Okay. All the business level, they are going to go to the website. Ne? When they get to the website, that's how we're going to employ everyone, or how we're going to be using our own way of tenders. For example, I'm giving you an example. We want the first company I see. I'm not talking about these ones that are already in this group. I'm talking about a company that is outside this. What they do is that they go to our website. They're going to go to the website. They're going to put their details, which is compliance certification, which is a CKBEE tax pin. Now they do tax pin and a profile again. And then after that, there are categories where you will be putting the skills that you can provide. If you are selling a table, I want you to put a picture of a table of you are selling and the price. If you are selling water, I want water in there and the price, so that if you are selling, you are selling chairs. I want chairs in there and a picture of the chairs and the price, what you produce. So that means we are not going for people who are going to buy so that they can tender. We don't work like that. We work on those who say, I'm the guy who's building this chair. This is the chair that I'm doing. I take a picture, I put that chair on there, so that all this corporate, they will all be forced to do the same thing. If they want to get chairs, they have to go through. If Molepo people have proper or quality equipment like what we hope to get, is that, for example, I want to get 20 chairs. I'll go to the website and see who from those, who is the SMME from Molepo who can provide those 20 chairs. Then from there, we go direct to those 20 chairs. So there's not really going to be a communication between those SMMEs and our SMMEs. Our people or our partners will just go in there to get what they want, and whoever they get the pro or whatever they get equipment from, again, will deliver and get their money. It's very simple system, again. And then if my people, for example, we want to hire 3 strippers. Oh, apologies. We want to hire I'm thinking about the red light districts. Apologies about this. Cannot think about something else. Okay, if we want to hire something, if they can only hire from going to the website. If, for example, I want 5 administrators. And then if I don't want to train people or I'm in a hurry, I can go inside that company, because I can go to the website. That company's got 5 administrators. Then we get 5 administrators from that company. They come and work for us. We are not hiring that company. The company will get 10% of their earning, so that they can train whoever is replacing those companies, or whoever is replacing those individuals within those companies. That's how we'll be dealing with the villages. Am I clear?
Yes.
Mremo Maswi is selling tables, is selling cement, is selling ink. So he take pictures of those things and he put pricing of them. And then Montsweng, he's got a PR company, he's got 20 people, they do marketing and stuff like that. I get they are registered in there. Now we want marketing people, we're not hiring the company, we're only taking the people from that company to come and work for us. And then you get a certain amount that helps that company to adjust for the next 3 months so that they can, do that make sense? Yabagedre.
Very
So I wanted to explain the first
no,
part.
we are here.
Yes, sorry? Can you repeat that, please? Oh, we understand each other then?
Yes.
Yes. So our system is going to be like that. We are not going to do the tender. So that is our tender way. It's our CMC way, so that we can control everything. Remember that if you get for example, we go to Remugo has got I nearly said 3 parts again. Remugo has got 10 people working, and then Remuntsweng want 10 people to come and do the same job. So he can take people from, he's allowed to take equipment and people from that company as long as they went through our processes. But we will not hire the company. Let it be clear.
Loud and clear.
Thank you very much. If there's any more question, we can ask each other and help me define the system. Remember that this was the first part where we were trying to tell the companies that are part of the first process that there's another process where other companies who are not part of us are going to be registered. So those companies are the ones that when we want to do something, we can get their services, equipment, etc., but we cannot hire the companies.
Makes sense.
Okay, I think we are very clear, and I think I'm done for today. What we will do when we are finished with that side, I know Mr. Nganun is fighting with me. When it's finished with the building of that side, so we will have another meeting where we bring all the other SMMEs, where we explain to them that system work, like, and actually even show them how we intend to do those, so that everybody is covered. Because it's very important that people just assume that I'm going to do everything by ourselves, or we are going to do everything by ourselves. So we just want to make sure that when everybody starts, we know that these are the corporate companies from Hamlepo. They will be part of the first development, or the first phase of development, and the second phase of the development, and the third phase of the development. Like there's a gentleman, but debt clinic, they do debt clinic. They're going to do cleaning, but you remember that where we are at the moment when we're clearing, that means so the cleaning so we give those type of business back to Hamlepo. You remember that nowadays, even us, those who are doing tenders, you have to compete with Bidvest. Now Bidvest is doing the tender, cleaner the toilet, is doing all the things. So we can no longer compete. So the only way for us to protect each other is to build this type of system and make sure that we protect everybody, and then we can all build our own resources, looking at what we have and what we can offer each other. I hope that makes sense, gentlemen, and good evening.
Blessed
Thank
day.
you so much, Dr. Mato. Thank you.
In future, Renkanun will be doing the presentation. I'm just going to finish the first ones, and then Renkanun is going to do presentation for just to be clear, the shorter ones for everyone else. But in the meantime, we are really appreciate your support. And then these companies that we have put in here, I hope I've seen that we have a professor as part of us, Professor Shilamusi. She's a board member. I hope she realize, or she's there for us, or she's there for all of you, and being very able to verify for all of you that this is what Matlo said. Matlo said these companies are the first phase of defense, or whatever from Hamulepo. They are the only one that can allow that, that can work here. And also remember the other companies at Hamulepo, we have given 30 companies on an allocation, 50 companies. That means you're already above 50%. So there's really no fighting. We are not going to look for anything. What we are going to do so that we can help you and your companies, that we are going to be your guarantee on the equipment that you will need so that you can do the job for us. Am I making sense? So we don't expect everyone to have 100% of everything. So whoever doesn't have this will want this, want this. What we are going to do, we are going to take our assets or CMC's assets, become your guarantee so that you can get the equipment that you want to assist you complete the work that you want and pay me back or pay back the system. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Remember that one, Ntate Mokobo?
Give another question. Since over like equipment and etc. When it comes to personnel, especially your project management part, since Chile Renale the technical part, which is management on site, does every company needs to have that kind of a personnel, or everything will be overlooked by Chile?
Remember that, the spirit that is kind, everybody in Chile is kinder than me. And everybody in Chile has been with us for 4, 5, 6 years. And everyone in Chile is honorable. I will tell you something. We work with honor. Everybody is within the system. We work with an understanding of what we are doing, with a self-awareness of who we are and what we are doing. And we cannot afford to have people or companies or members that don't comply. I promise you, Boravelo or Chilizi will do exactly as they're meant to do. Unfortunately, I will not be there at the end, but I will be part of your company's Esliza group, because I am the only one who can do the roads and put the wheelie and do those things there. Again. So if I will be there, I promise you, you are working with kind people, you are working with godly people, and you are working with people who are very, very extremely kind. But the only person who's unkind is me.
Mr. Majo.
Tobela. If there's anybody who wants to ask a question. Mr. Babi? Kana company ya lona ba e bitsang?
SMME Business Enterprise.
No, it's in the 50. So it's part of the 50. You're not about MTM, drugs training. You're not about bright. No, bright. Again, today I was showing only Jagamulep, the nearest community Jagamulep. You are part of the 50 companies. Just that today we just wanted to highlight those companies that are from Hamulepo villages.
Okay. No, they are Kwarala.
Always there is a lady called May Lisufi. She's always the one who's doing this and telling you to answer. Today I don't see her.
Hi, I'm here. Sorry. I can't see all the participants. I've been blocked from seeing participants. I don't know why. Ntate Mokobo, your hand is still up. I don't know if you have another question.
I'm trying to remove the hand.
Not a problem, thank you.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then we have a hand from SMME Manufacturing. You have the floor.
Good energies, everyone. My question is, if we have any further questions, maybe I think of something later on, where do we send those queries to? Thank you.
admin@cmc01village.com.
Thank you.
Renkanunu will share those documents. Will share that document. Please just make sure that you just put a text somewhere saying wara, and then if there's any more, there will be the whole of next week. We will be having like 30-minute session until the final handover. So, because once the handover is done, I will not be able to talk, or I'll not be able to influence whoever is coming, what they will be saying. So what I'm trying to do is that for the whole of next week, please be aware that we might have meetings in at 10 o'clock in the morning for 30 minutes, and also at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the evening for 30 minutes. But we will be covering different things, because remember that we are building a whole new township, and then I had to, if it was possible, I'll have a whole year to explain, but unfortunately, I'm left with until the 19th, until the 16th. So I don't have time. So can you please just support us? And then when Renkanunu share the videos, please also spread the word. Go to our Google, YouTube. Renkanunu there's a YouTube account there. Renkanunu is admin, and then there's a Facebook, Twitter, and then Instagram that our intern Lobopo was handling, but the duties have taken by a lady called Mpemu Lefe. She has taken over that part of the etc, so of the social media. So hopefully this time we'll be on top of things, and then we will give you information as proper and as possible, and update you on what's up, and the opportunities that are coming. Thank you very much.
Okay, we still have a hand from Mutsweleng, I think Molepo. That's the one I can see.
Thank you, Mr. Matlow.
Tavela.
I think I got to the meeting a little bit late. Is it possible to get the recording of the meeting?
Yes, we have been sharing those recordings. I will make sure that we share it tomorrow. Renkanunu,
okay.
Just make sure that you take a list of the people. And also, Renkanunu should be encouraged. I know it's not his job. We will talk to Metebo. Maybe she'll be kind to take this thing so that she can. We can start sending out the invite via the email, so that it can.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Any question?
Okay, I don't see any hands anymore.
That means
I think we can wrap up.
done. I can just tell you this. Yeah. No, we appreciate very much. We will share the recording. There's another one who just entered here, Rabo Maboy. He's the one who's got the tender, the ambulance. So he'll be providing all our ambulance services. That means anybody from our village, if they get sick, they cannot go anywhere. They cannot be fetched anywhere by anybody's ambulance but his ambulances, including Momentum, their hospitals. They cannot use any ambulance except his ambulances, because as CMC, remember that we rock as it's a system that is meant to protect each other, and that is meant to make sure that we are properly enriched, so that we can live proper. In the meantime, live long and prosper, and good evening.
Happy weekend, everyone.
Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you. Bye.
Good evening and thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.
Thank you.